My name is Zoe Daniels, and I'm an equal rights campaigner and educator. And right now, I'm an online community and content manager for Spark & Co. An online community content manager is someone who produces content for online consumption. So that could be anything from written blog posts, videos, illustrations. I usually start my day checking emails, which I think is true of every profession. And then I will hunt for different pieces of content that other organizations have produced, and I'll share it on our Instagram stories or Facebook stories. Later on in the day, I'll produce our own pieces of content. So that might be, again, anything from written blog posts, illustrations, videos, and I'll schedule that in to our content calendar during the week. I'll also work with other contributors, so that's other content creators who might have written pieces for us, and I'll go through their work and edit it, and then I'll send it back to them, and then we sort of start a process, a back and forth process, till we've got the final piece that we can publish on our channels. I loved studying history, English, and PE, and drama. PE just because I was very good at it. History just because I found it fascinating. I think that there's a lot of things that we can learn from history or from past mistakes. With English, it's creative. I loved writing. I love telling stories. I love reading, discovering different incredible writers from all over the world and different stories and different perspectives. And drama, I loved because it allowed me to get out of my head and be someone else. I was obsessed with film and cinema, so drama was something that was very close to my heart. I studied PR and advertising. There's so many different things that you can do with it after you've left university. This job seemed to be like the perfect fit for me because it brings in creativity, and it allows me to write, which I love writing, and it allows me to educate as well. Angela Davis, a civil rights activist and writer and educator, inspires my work. I just think that she is absolutely incredible. She teaches a lot about abolition and intersectionality. She shows that we're all connected in some way, and that we need to be mindful of that in order to move forward. So throughout my entire work, I always think about that. I always think about each of the things that affect us as people and our different identities and how we're linked. And yeah, she's a huge inspiration to what I do. At the moment, I am reading a Toni Morrison book, Sula, and it's an incredible book. And it's about two Black heroines and their friendship throughout the ages. It's really accessible, and the language that Toni Morrison uses is just so poetic and so beautiful, and it's really inspirational. So you're reading about these two people and you're really starting to feel for them and starting to understand them and build empathy for them. It's like you're part of their lives, and it's just, the book's left me gasping for air because I'm afraid about what's going to happen to these characters. It's like I'm really heavily involved in the story. There's always an author out there for you. There's always a story that's waiting for you, that was made for you, and I feel like Sula is one of those pieces. The task that I'm going to set for you today is a piece of content for a website. It's going to be a headline and a summary. A summary is going to be a short explanation of what the longer piece is. And the headline is going to be something that immediately grabs their attention, and explains what the story is, but in one line. I want you to think about your audience. So who is this intended for? And I want you to be imaginative and creative with your words. Think about how you pique someone's interest, because you want them to pick up this article and read it further. And that's what the summary and the headline does. The headline grabs someone's attention, the summary engages them. So you need to think about the language that you're using, and you need to be concise as well, because you've only got a few words. Think about a topic that inspires you. This could be anything from Black Lives Matter to trans rights to feminism. So in my own writing and the kind of content that I produce, post, I always write about things that I'm passionate about. And that's how I pitch to other publications as well. I often write about LGBT history even, and I write about current events to do with Black Lives Matter. And that's how I find my inspiration. So always think about something that you are passionate about yourself. That's how you get your creative juices flowing. Good luck with your writing, guys.